All right. Welcome to today's Marathon Baseball. Tonight's baseball, this afternoon, baseball games. Pardon for the overbearing on the PA system here, but we'll have to work around that. So welcome to today's Marywood non-conference game. The reason it's a non-conference game, it's a Marywood North versus a Marywood South game this afternoon between the Marathon Red Raiders and the visiting Rib Lake Redmen. We'd like to thank our pregame sponsor, Brickner Motors of Little Chicago. Today's pregame show is brought to you by Brickner's Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep. When you need a new vehicle, let their family take care of yours on Little Chicago's northeast side. So this afternoon, the baseball gods have kind of smiled on us this afternoon. We finally got some temperatures in the mid to lower 50s and a little bit of wind out of the north, I'd say the northeast, and nonetheless, it's a good day to play baseball, especially in the spring. No snow on the ground. The ground is unfrozen, and good game for a baseball game today. We'll start off with the visiting Rib Lake Redmen, coached by Dick Iverson, who's been there probably since the dinosaur ages. He's been there a long, long time. For Rib Lake, we have Slade Shytower leading off, playing shortstop. The catcher, Ethan Cook. Talon Shytower, the pitcher. He was first team all-conference last year in the Marywood North. Brady Heiser at first base. He was honorable mention in the Marywood North all-conference. Brevin Brahmer is the DH. He'll be batting for Ty Nemi, the third baseman. At second base, Tyler Matka. Right field, Blake Henderson. Lucas Cook, the center fielder, and Ryler Leonard, the right fielder. He was a second team all-conference pick last year. Rib Lake on the season is right now is 2-1. They were victorious against DeSoto and Wazeeka Steuben, some schools in the southwest corner of the state, and they lost to Edgar earlier in the week, 9-3. For the Marathon Red Raiders, led by Steve Warren, entering his 25th year at the helm here at Marathon Red Raiders. The Red Raiders are 2-2. They went down to Adams Friendship last weekend where they got beat by Gibraltar. They turned it around and won the second game against Michigan. Returned on Saturday, and they got beat by New Richmond. And they won the other night here in Marathon. They beat an ever-improving Shawamigan team 1-0. The starting lineups for Marathon. And we'll come back after the playing of the national anthem. We'll be back after the national anthem.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
If you're looking for a local builder you can trust for your next home project, you found them in Underwood Construction. With decades of experience in building homes, replacing siding, decks, garages, and roofs, there is no home project they can't help with. Underwood Construction is a fully insured builder covering all of central Wisconsin. No matter your next project, if you need someone you can trust to do it right at a great price, call Underwood Construction at 715-573-5754.
From carpeting options to vinyl plank, Marathon Flooring is a family-owned business focused on local service and values. They specialize in both home and commercial flooring, treating every project as its own unique style. Transform your home from the ground up with Marathon Flooring.
Come see handcrafted gifts at the Copper Mug in Marathon. Find seasonal themed decorations, clothing, and gift options in our new lower level boutique. When you shop the Copper Mug, your business supports local artists, crafters, and families in our community.
Chuck Wolfel back here with the man at the right hand and running the controls, the brain of the operation. Trevor back here at Marathon, where today's baseball game will take place between the Marathon Red Raiders and the visiting Rib Lake Redmen. Starting lineups for the Marathon Red Raiders. An honorable mention, all-conference pick last year, Cody Ratke at center fielder. Second team all-conference for the Red Raiders last year, True Thurs, the starting pitcher. The catcher behind the plate, second team all-conference, Cale Quaintance. Charlie Ehlert, a sophomore, the designator hitter for the second baseman, Ian Schuda. Drew Wuffel, the right fielder. Grant Sauber playing left. Owen Krauser, a sophomore at first base. Evan DeBrew, a junior at third base. And Blake Underwood, a first-team all-conference selection last year at shortstop. So True Thurs is getting a warm-up here. Starting off, nice game on a Friday night here in Marathon. Anytime you get above 50 degrees in April, it's a good day. Wind's slightly blowing, like I said, out of the northeast. Hopefully the Red Raiders can continue their winning ways. They beat Shawamigan earlier this week, 1-0, and they against the Merriwood North all contest, and Rib Lake ventured to play Edgar, Merriwood South team, and got beat 9-3. So starting off for the Rib Lake Redmen, Slade Scheitower, the second baseman. Cale Quaintance behind the plate. He switches off with True Thurs behind the plate, and Owen Krauser also finds some time behind the plate. True Thurs is one of the pitchers for the Red Raiders. Cody Ratke got the win earlier in the week against Shawamigan. Blake Underwood also is on the mound at different times. The Red Raiders are very deep on the pitching aspect. No dominating ones, but a lot of good quality pitchers. And we're just learning a little bit about Rib Lake. Generally a really strong tradition team on the north shores of Rib Lake itself. Good fishing lake. Never get a chance, get up there. Fish it before the summer because then it gets really weedy. Ball coming down, and we're ready to go.
Leading off the top of the first inning for the Redmen. Shortstop number 15, Slade Scheitower.
Behind the plate, calling balls and strikes, Dave Vara from the west side of Medford. Dave does a lot of other sports. Often see him on the basketball court. So here we go. Thanks for everyone joining in here on Zaleski Sports for Marathon Rib Lake Baseball. Caught the outside corner. And we'd like to thank TRW Auto Body. TRW Auto Body Mosinee offers top quality collision repair. Turn your vehicle back the way it was and quietly and efficiently. Your fender bender mender. TRW Auto Body. Little high and outside, evens it up at 1. Again, thanks for all the sponsors who continually sponsor high school sports on Zaleski Sports. All right, 2-1. It's always nice to have the high school sports put on things where a lot of the grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles from different teams can watch the relation on softball and baseball and basketball. A little low. Behind an account, 3-1. Probably a hitter's count. Scheitower, the shortstop. Popped him up. Behind us, count goes full. Marathon does not have a very deep backstop. So if you're on base and you want to, there's a pass ball, you better make sure it bounces right or left. Marathon was down at Adams Friendship this past weekend where it was about a mile behind home plate. Full count. He walked him.
Now batting second baseman number 18, Ethan Cook.
Ethan Cook, the catcher. Oh, runner on first. Scheitower for the Redmen. Drew from the stretch. Good block by Quaintance. Blake, nice to see that they passed a referendum recently to improve their school. Been played in that gym many, many times. You have to go outside the gym to change your mind. It's so small. Runner going. Batted shortstop. Underwood, and he bobbled him. Okay. Have to give him an E6 on that one.
Now batting the pitcher, number 10, Talon Shytower.
Underwood got there in time, but it kind of ate him up a little bit. Runners on first and second now for the Redmen. Nobody out. Let's see if True and the Marathon Red Raider defense can find a way out of this. Batting now, Talon Shytower, the pitcher. First team all conference. Over to Underwood at short. Over to one, second for one. Couldn't quite turn it. So Shytower hits into a fielder's choice. And Cook is out. 6-3. We got one out. And Shytower moved to third on the fielder's choice. Brady Heiser, the first baseman, honorable mention last year in the Marywood North. True steps off. As long as he steps off, runner at first base watches his back foot. For him to go to first base, he's got to step. His back foot has got to step off the mound first. One out for the Redmen. Runners on first and third. True from the stretch. Runner goes. Cale Quains throws it down. Underwood cuts it off. Predetermined play called by the coach. A certain number. In case the run from third decide to go. Shytower moved to second. Last one was a ball. 1-0. Hit the right field. Just lands inside line. Wolfel charges it, gets it into the cutoff. And Shytower comes in for the first run of the game. A little blooper there by Heiser. It doesn't matter how hard you hit it. It just matters where you hit it. And Talon Shytower advances to third. So Rib Lake takes an early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Now batting Brevin Brahmer, the DH, batting for Ty Nimi, the third baseman. Let's see if Thurs can work out of this jam. At times, Thurs struggles when he starts a game. He seems to be at his best when he can come in later and pitch 2-3 innings in mid-relief or mid of the game. He often struggled. Last week against Down Adams Friendship, he threw 43 pitches the first inning. Struggled to find his own. There he goes. Evens it up at 1. Still only 1 out. First and third. That's outside corner, hitting it again. Good placement. Cale Quains does a great job of framing that pitch, keeping his glove there. 1-2. Just missed. Went to that outside again. Evens it up at 2. The Copper Mug, Marathon's favorite place for holiday, festive, and local home decor, is the Copper Mug. Local gems filled with excellent gifts and friends and family, a great selection. Find them on Facebook or stop by the Copper Mug in Marathon. Thanks for your sponsorship. Bounces it outside. Count goes full. And if you're Rib Lake, you like, they're struggling a little, it builds up his pitch count. High school baseball, you're allowed 100 pitches per game. And they have different levels of when you can pitch again. Goes to right field. Wolfel chases it down, makes the grab. Comes in, hits the cutoff. Holds the runner at third. So Brahmer flies out
Now batting second baseman
to the right fielder for the second out. holds the runner at third. Hightower remains at third. We had 2 down. Tyler Metka, the second baseman, now up. Boy, if Thurs can get out of this, there's only 1 run. It's a good inning. Way behind. Right field is probably one of the tougher outfield positions to play because whenever you go up against the right hitter, a lot of times that ball slices away from you one direction or another, where center and left, it's usually a straight on. Breaking ball a little high. Ones. Still top of the first. Drew's finding an outside corner to his liking. Gets ahead of the count. 1-2. Kale gets the signals from Schilling. Runner goes. They should get him. Coming home. And they got him. Nice job. There. So, let's see here. Towers retired 2
the first inning for the
to
Red
1.
Men. 1 run, 1 left on base. The score after 1/2 inning. Rib Lake 1,
Back to
Marathon
2
coming up the
for
bat.
the third out. So, here we go. We'll come back after these announcements. Back here in a little bit.
Weeks Pub and Grill, located in Rib Falls. Open 7 days a week. Now serving breakfast on Sunday mornings from 8 to 11:30 a.m. A proud supporter of all Edgar athletic teams. Follow us on Facebook for our specials and upcoming events. Thank you to the Edgar community for your continued support.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
All right, Chuck Oval back here with Trevor on the controls here. Back here in Marathon, the bottom of the first, Rib Lake has pushed a run across in the top of the first, taking a 1-0 lead. We also like to thank Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score the big with trusted, local, affordable service. Truth Hers really had a nice job working out of that last inning. He had runners on first and third, and Rib Lake tried to do a double steal. The first guy in first took off and kind of slowed down, tried to get in a rundown, and True did the right thing, ran right at him. The guy from third, Hightower, tried to score. True turned around, fired to acquaintance at home, easy for the third out. So, starting off for the home team, Marathon Red Raiders, an honorable mention all conference player last year, Cody Ratke, the center fielder. Here we are, bottom of first, still nice weather. Crowds start coming in. You know it's warm out when you look at the crowd. No one's really got blankets on. Ooh, there was a gift. Evens it up at 1-1. Hightower, the pitcher, misses outside on that one. Nice thing about small towns, you get those family names and you like to see them stick around. Cody pops it up to right field. Right fielder drifting over and makes the catch. Right fielder, Bryler Leonard.
For the Red Raiders, the pitcher, number 6, Truth Hers.
Truth Hers, the pitcher. Now at bat, left-hander. Hey, you start going to these smaller towns, you always see these, the Hightowers, the Bromers, the Leonards, the Cooks, the Hendersons. It's nice to see kids staying around their hometown. Thurs hits it in the hole between first and second, takes it to right field, and rounds with a base hit. So 2/3 leads off with a single.
Now batting the catcher, number 2, Cale Quaintance.
Cale Quaintance, the catcher. Cale had injured his back early in the year. He had done some pinch hitting and DHing, and this is his first time playing field this year. Let's see if he can come back. Cale rips one in the left field. 2/3 rounding second, coming into third. He's going to make it easily. The left fielder bobbled it. Quaintance leads off with a single, and Thurs goes to third on the bobble. All right, we have 2 singles. They'll start off for Marathon. Quaintance, the catcher, gets a pinch runner, number 5. Okay, runners on first and third now. No, but 1 out.
Courtesy running at first, number 5. It's Wayne Stencil.
Wayne Stencil, a junior. Charlie Ehlert, a sophomore, earning a little bit more playing time this year. Been producing at the bat in the cleanoff spot. Hightower checks the runners. Alp is very consistent with that outside call on the plate, outside part of the plate. Swain not getting much of a big lead. Charlie swings at a low and outside one, pulls it foul. Swain does have the speed to steal if given the green light. Thurs advanced to third. Gets the lead off. 0-2 on Ehlert. Pulls it foul again. Charlie's battling. Coach Warren's mantra. Next pitch. Next pitch. Battle for the next pitch. Any kid's happy. As long as you're putting the bat on the ball, good things happen. 0-2, yep. Little high, checks his swing. Ehlert DHing for the second baseman shooter. Battling again. Low and inside. Charlie connects on it, stays alive. Still 1-2. Hightower checks the runner. Charlie pops it up. Out of play behind the first base dugout. Hey, we'd like to thank Weeks' Barn Grill. Weeks' Barn Grill offers a full menu of lunch and dinner options with burgers, appetizers, weekly special, and Friday fish fries. Make your plans for lunch at Weeks' on County Road S between Marathon and Edgar. Charlie goes a little bit too far in that one. And Charlie
Now batting right fielder
with the
number
second
11,
out.
Drew Wolfle.
Okay, Drew Wolfle, the right fielder. Runner in scoring position. Need to get him in. 2 outs. Hightower checks him. That's going to fall. Get down there. Oh, nice catch by the center fielder. Drew had ripped it good. The center fielder moved in, and he made a nice running catch for the third out. Fly out to the center fielder for the third out. We'd like to thank Schure's Construction, with an office right here in Wausau. Schure Construction offers commercial and custom home construction expertise throughout Wisconsin. For your next construction project, look no further than Schure Construction. Check out their beautiful work at SchureConstruction.com. And we'll be back after these other announcements.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Chuck Wolf and Trevor back here at Marathon Sports Complex, where the Rib Lake Redmen lead Marathon after one full inning, 1-0. Marathon was able to get runners on first and second with one out and couldn't get a run across. Drew Wool lined out to center field to stop the rally. Nice play by the center fielder for the Rib Lake Redmen. Lucas Cook had that one played perfect. Two thirds on the mound again. Cale Acquaintance taking his 5 pitches from thirds before throwing it down. So we start off here in the top of the second. There goes the throw down. And
leading off the top of the second inning for the Redmen, second baseman, number 17, Tyler Mateka.
So there we go. Tyler Mateka leads off here in the the top of the first. One nice advantage of sitting in a booth, we get to enjoy the little extra solar energy here. It keeps us warm. Sometimes they get a little cold outside. We stay warm. Hit the short. Underwood fields. Throws in time. Nice play by Blake Underwood, the all-conference shortstop.
Blake Henderson.
Score that 6-3 for the first out. Blake Henderson, the right fielder. Right down the middle. Nice pitch by Thurs. And sometimes when the wind blows your stuff around, hit right field, but looks like out of play. Lands out of play there. Marathon Cheese. Marathon Cheese is made up of family employees founded in the heart of Wisconsin, Milka Dairyland. It's the people who work at Marathon Cheese who bring such passion and commitment to make Marathon Cheese so special. For an next career move, consider joining the Marathon Cheese at marathoncheese.com. And there it is, hit down his third baseman for a single just under Evan DeBrew's glove at third.
Now batting center fielder, number 13, Lucas Cook.
Grant Salber, the left fielder, gets it in. Blake Henderson with a single. Lucas Cook, the center fielder, made a nice catch to kill the rally. Last inning, guys on first and third, made a nice in catch coming in. Thurs checks the runner. A little inside. One out here in the top of the second. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, strike is called. Third baseman was charging. Again, Cale taking the signals from the coach. Pickoff move. Checking over with Coach Schilling to see what pitch he wants called. Ball down the third base line. A little late on that one. 1-2. Thirds is still ahead in the count. So big for a pitcher to get ahead in the count. Gives you a lot more flexibility as to what you can come with your next pitch. There it is. Outside corner to the left-hander. And
left fielder, number 14,
second out.
Leonard.
Riley Leonard, the right fielder. Number 14 comes in. Runner on first. 2 down. Top of second. Ooh, that was close. Thing with Marathon, with no fans behind the the catcher and the ump, there's not many fans that can argue balls and strikes very well. They don't have a good view. We do. Hit to the first baseman. Krauser takes it himself for the third out. So 3 unassisted for the third out. And we'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Looking for a new or different career path right here in Marathon? Look no further than AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in the Marathon Business District. Hiring for fabrication and more, this local company offers competitive pay and plenty of flexibility. AH Machine is locally owned and operated and is a proud supporter of the city of Marathon. Good luck to the Marathon High School athletes this season from AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in Marathon.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Hey, we're back here in Marathon, where the Marathon Red Raiders are taking on the visiting Rib Lake Redmond. Leading off for the Raiders of Marathon, Grant Sulber, the left fielder. Rib Lake pushed a run across in the top of the first, bottom of the first. Marathon had first and third with 2 outs, couldn't get them in. Remains 1-0 Rib Lake, bottom of 2. Grant bounces one off the plate for a foul ball. Grant Sulber, the left fielder. Hightower on the mound. Grant takes one to left field. Goes a little bit further over his head. Left fielder's head. Grant Sulber with a drive into left field. Gets the first runner on. Another single. A single there for Grant. Good job for Grant. And we got a runner on first.
Number 21, Owen Krauser.
The first baseman, Owen Krauser. Grant at first. Nice. Always want to get that leadoff hitter on. Put a little pressure on the pitcher and the defense. Let's keep a rally going here for Marathon. Krauser, the first baseman, also does some catching. Grant back in time. Watching that back foot of Hightower there. Give him an indication. Where is he going? Jumps out, 0-1. Owen bowls it down the third base line. Falls behind, 0-2. If you're Hightower, you're ahead 0-2. So we're getting a lead at first. Battling down the third base line. Hey, if you want a good place to, or good someone to build a good house, check with Underwood Construction. For your custom built home, you want to work at the best, and Underwood Construction right here in Marathon is a perfect place to turn. Hey, for your next home building experience, look to Underwood Construction. Popped up. Out of play on the third base side. Krauser battling for the next pitch. Hey, stop at McDonald's if you're hungry. The Filet-O-Fish are just $2 for $3 during Lent. Stop in at your nearest McDonald's restaurant to get some of those Filet-O-Fish. Krauser takes a little bit off it. Hightower does. And fools Krauser. Krauser goes down on strikes for the first out. Evan DeBrew, third baseman. Evan has a knack of getting on by getting hit. 19 times last year he got hit. And after 4 games, he's been hit twice this year. So he takes one for the team. They always say wear it, and DeBrew wears it. Fouled off, first base side. Evens it up at 1. DeBrew pops it up. Right field coming in. And foul ball. Didn't quite get to it. Made a nice effort. Leonard, the right fielder. DeBrew stays alive to battle the next pitch. One out. Grant Sauber led off the inning with a hard hit single to left field. DeBrew pops it up. Right center. The right fielder's drifting in. Calling off the second baseman and makes the grab.
Now batting
Score that
shortstop
one
number 3,
F9.
Blake Underwood.
We're the second out. Blake Underwood, the shortstop. All conference first team last year. Hopefully Blake's been struggling a little bit as of late at the plate. Let's get Blake going here if you're a Marathon Red Raider fan. Delber back. Ooh, that was close. Grant was leaning a little bit. Base umpire said he just got underneath it. Underwood pops it up behind us. Two outs for the Red Raiders. Nice block. Good job, time. Ethan Cook, the catcher. Instead of reaching for it, moves his whole body in front of it. He's not one of these newfangled catchers that like to put his leg out to the side. An old-fashioned catcher where he gets both legs underneath him. No one outside. Because you watch the majors, and even some of these high school kids are like their left leg will still be in that 90-degree position, and they put their right leg way out to the side, kind of like some of the majors do. But boy, if you get hit with a foul ball there, it's going to hurt. Hey, 3-1. Underwood ahead in the count here. Two out. Underwood hits the right center. Still going back. It's over his head. Sauber going all the way to the fence. Are they going to send Sauber? No, they're going to hold him at third. Hey, nice job by Blake Underwood there. Sauber moved to third on that one. Underwood with a double. Good way to break out of a little slump he's in. Leading off hitter Cody Ratke here in the second inning. Brahmer, the assistant coach, calls timeout. Wants to make sure we know what we're going to do in this one. Make sure you know what you're doing. Hey, Access Insurance. For all your personal, business, and auto and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Access Insurance. Have your friend in your corner to customize the coverage you need. Learn more at accessinsurance.net. Access Insurance Agency, their business revolves around you. And if you have a problem with the exteriors, Infinity Exteriors, installing a peace of mind. Roofing, siding, windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Coach Iverson, made the trip to the mound. Make sure all the kids are on the same page. We got Cody Ratke at the plate. Runners on second and third. Arnold with a nice double. Moves Sauber to third. Scheitower at the pitch. Outside corner. Ratke flew out to right field in the first. Outside, beamed it up. 3 hits for the Red Raiders. Right up the middle. That's going to score 2. Here comes Underwood he's in standing up. Ratke's going to go to second. God did not get him. Nice job. Hey, there we go. Sauber scores.
Now to play for the Red Raiders.
Underwood scores from second. And Ratke with a single advances to second on the throw. Two thirds, the pitcher, Holds, good block. Radke at second. A lot of speed at second there. Thurs takes a strike. Inside to left. Throw down to second. Cody back in time. Cody keeping him honest, and Cook, the catcher, keeping Cody honest. 5 hits for the Red Raiders so far. True drives it to short center, just on a second baseman, and flies out to the second baseman. So Thurs ends the rally, flies out to the second baseman.
Second for the Red Raiders. 2 runs.
3 outs. So here we go. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports. Back again.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Access Insurance you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
Marathon's favorite bowling alley and family fun center is Marathon Sports Center on Highway 107 in Marathon. Birthday parties, nights out with the family, night leagues, dinner with the family, and so much more is all under one roof at Marathon Sports Center. Open for lunch and dinner on Wednesday through Sunday with a menu that includes burgers, pizza, nachos, Friday fish fry, and so much more. You'll love the fun, energetic atmosphere with plenty of TVs to watch the big game and plenty of space for your next celebration or event at Marathon Sports Center on Highway 107 in Marathon.
Hey, thanks for watching Zaleski Sports here in Marathon, where the Marathon Red Raiders have taken a 2-1 lead after scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the second. Key hits by Sauber and Blake Underwood started the inning, and Cody Radke gets both of them in with another single, and they take a 2-1 lead. Here at the top of the 3, we got Thurs on the mound, and we'd like to thank Marathon City Sports Center. At Marathon City Sports Center, you'll always find great food, cold drinks, bowling leagues, and a great place for your next party or get-together. For the best in Marathon dinner or get-together, come to Marathon Sports Center, South Highway 107 in Marathon. Quaintance throws it down after the 5th warm-up. And starting the 3rd inning for the Red Black Leadmen, Slade Hightower, the shortstop. Walked the 1st inning. Scored a run. Little inside from Thurs. Thurs kind of found the groove after struggling a little bit his 1st inning. Faced only 4 batters the last inning. A little bit behind the right field. Wolfel coming in, makes the grab. We'll give that one F9.
Second baseman, number 18, Ethan
1 out. Ethan Cook, the catcher. Got on with error to Underwood in the 1st inning. The bender gets ahead 1-0. Sorry, 0-1. 1 out here in the 3rd. Bouncer right up the middle. Underwood comes in. The throw in time. Cook is retired 6-3 for the 2nd out.
Number 10, Talon Hightower.
Talon Hightower, the pitcher. Hitting a fielder's choice. in the first. Right now, unofficially, only one hit for Rib Lake. Third's hit to right field again. Wolfel making the grab. Oh, he had a chance. Kind of overran it. It looked like to hit the heel of his glove. You never like to give up an out that time, but we're kind of hiding. But Wolfel should have had the catch. Thirds gets ahead. 0-1. Hightower, the pitcher. Stranded at third. Misses with a breaking ball. Misses outside. Ooh, hit by pitch.
Now batting for the Redmen, first baseman, number 3, Brady Heiser.
Brady Heiser, the first baseman. Fit the first time. 3 hits for the Redmen. There he goes. Hit the left field. Sauber going back. Still going back. Going way back. It's gone. Boy, he tagged that one. Brady Heiser touches them all on the home run that time. A 2-run shot scores Hightower, the pitcher. And Rib Lake jumps out 3-2 on that one. On a Heiser home run. That one just kept carrying over Sauber's head. Kept going back. Brevin Brommer. The drop foul ball from Wolfel got him. Kept him alive that time. Brommer flew out to the right fielder. Third return to the strike. That was tagged. The wind kind of caught that one. Blowing a little bit from right to left. Way behind. And the scoreboard goes out. So it's still top of 3. Ball. Brommer, the DH, hitting for Ty Nemi, the third baseman. Falls right back at us. Ump checks the ball. Have to go with an ump count here. 2-2. To Brommer, the DH. Popped up, out of play, right fielder. And Thurs gets out the inning by striking out Brommer for the third out. So after 2.5, it's 3-2 after a home run by Brady Heiser. 3-2 for Blake after 2.5. We'll be back after these announcements.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we were working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcasts. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Zaleski Sports back here in Marathon, where Marathon Red Raiders are taking on the Rib Lake of Redmond. Rib Lake took a 3-2 lead in the top of the third by a 2-run shot by Brady Heiser. Now coming to bat, the catcher for the Red Raiders, Cale Quaintance. Cale singled in the first inning, was stranded at first. Coming to bat, Shytower on the mound. Cale fouls it off. Marathon with 5 hits, 2 runs. Rib Lake with 3 hits, but 3 runs. Just barely caught the outside. Cale looks down the first base coach and kind of goes, ooh. 0-2. Stays alive, pulls it foul. 2 long-tenured coaches here, both Coach Warren and Coach Iverson. For both teams have been around since the days of the dinosaur. They've been here forever. Cale misses on the third strike. Cale goes down here in the third with a strikeout. Charlie Ehlert struck out in the first. The DH batting for Ian Shuda, the second baseman. He's giving him that outside corner. He's been very consistent the whole game. Low. Charlie getting the signals from Coach Warren down there at third base. Low and outside again. Good eye by Ehlert, the sophomore. 1 out here in the bottom of 3. Inside. 3-1. He's got to come. Hitters count. He wants to throw a strike. He walks him. Ehlert with a good eye.
Now at the plate for the Red Raiders.
Base on balls.
Number 11, Drew Woofle.
Drew Woofle. Lined out to the center fielder. In the first inning. Ehlert at first, 1 out. Woofle drops one down out in left field. Bounce, lands in there for a single. Advances the runners. Woofle with a single.
Now batting left fielder, number 15, Grant Salber.
Moves Ehlert to second. And Woofle gets the first. 6th hit for Marathon. Salber started the last inning with a single to left field. Came around to score and under with a double. First and second, 1 out for the Red Raiders. Shytower with the pitch. Salber a little bit behind on that one. Shytower on the mound. Ehlert at second. They're not holding him on. No one sneaking behind him. 1-1. Ehlert feeling pretty safe there. You don't see the second baseman or shortstop sneaking behind. They're not worried about him. Salber way behind. 1-2. Shytower, the pitcher, gets ahead in the count. Checks the runner. Stays alive. He's swung at the ball too, but he's staying alive. Bottom of 3, little rally going here for the Red Raiders. Only one out. See if Sahlberg can come through. Oh, he swung at the ball. A little bit low and behind on that one. Sahlberg goes down on a strikeout.
Number 21, Owen Krauser.
For the second out. Owen Krauser, strikeout victim in the second inning. See if Owen can get these guys moving. 2 outs. Owen a little bit behind on that one. Or in front of it. Falls out behind the third base dugout. Marathon Flooring. Bring your home to the next level with a new floor, carpet, or upgrade from Marathon Flooring. Marathon Flooring, transforming your home from the ground up. Thanks again for all the sponsors here on Zaleski Sports in Marathon. Good eye by Krauser. Evens it up at 1. Six hits to 3 hits, but Rib Lake leads 3-2. Sneaks behind him. Either it back. Foul tip. Strike 2. This early in the year, pitchers normally aren't going to throw their 100 pitches. They haven't developed an arm strength yet. Oh, threw the big bender and got him looking. Owen goes down for the second time today for the third out. So we'll be back after 3 full innings. We'll be back here in Marathon where Rib Lake Redmond are ahead 3-2. We'll be back after these announcements.
You should apply for an open opportunity at Marathon Cheese.
It's where you want to start your career. We have a lot of long-term commitment employees. They work with you and it's great pay, great benefits.
I choose to stay at Marathon Cheese because there's always an opportunity.
Marathon Cheese has worked really great for me and my family.
They donate money to different charities and different things that bring the community up.
There's an opportunity to grow in this company.
Working here at Marathon Cheese has given me a great work-life balance.
I wouldn't work anywhere else. I love working at Marathon Cheese.
Too many people struggle with pain and injuries. At Mark's Chiropractic of Marathon, our goal is to get you back to doing the things you love. Whether you're looking for an adjustment, muscle work, laser therapy, or dry needling, we have you covered. Learn more by reaching out to Mark's Chiropractic on Main Street in Marathon or check out our website at marathonchiropractor.com.
Hey, we're back here in Marathon, Wisconsin, where the Rib Lake Redmen are taking on the Marathon Red Raiders here on Zaleski Sports. Rib Lake has taken a 3-2 lead on a 2-run bomb by Brady Heiser in the third. Now we're at the top of the fourth inning here. Third's on the mound for the Red Raiders. Leading off, the second baseman, Matika, for Rib Lake. Gets him on the outside, swing and a miss. Matika grounded out to the shortstop in the second. 6-3. Behind, flies out to right field. Mofo's there to make the catch. And here in the fourth inning,
Now batting right fielder, number 7.
line for the
Blake
first
Henderson.
out. Henderson had a single back in the second inning. One of 4 hits for Rib Lake. Number off, here it comes. Threw off the mound. Over to Krauser for the second out.
Now to play
Score
for the
that
Redmen,
1-1-3.
center fielder, number
for the second out. Lucas Cook, the center fielder, a strikeout victim in the second. As a pitcher, you'd like to get through these innings with 4 or 5 pitches. Behind. Third base dugout. Top of 4, 3-2 Redmond. Again, behind on the pitch. Ball's out, third base side. Hey, TRW Auto Body in Molesey offers top quality collision repair. They'll have your vehicle backed away quickly and efficiently while also offering 24-hour towing and courtesy loaner vehicles and a lifetime warranty on their work. That's TR Auto Body in Molesey, your friendly fender bender mender. Say that a couple times quick. 0-2. Thirds ahead in the count. To Cook, the center fielder. A little low. Had the corner, but low. Cook, the center fielder. A strikeout victim in the second. Ripped down the first base line. Krauser kind of ate him up. Krauser makes the play. Kept it in front of him. Nice job by Krauser that time. It ate him up big time. Krauser kept his body in front of it, knocked it down, stepped on it unassisted. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
The score after 3.5 is Rib Lake.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
If you're looking for a local builder you can trust for your next home project, you found them in Underwood Construction. With decades of experience in building homes, replacing siding, decks, garages, and roofs, there is no home project they can't help with. Underwood Construction is a fully insured builder covering all of central Wisconsin. No matter your next project, if you need someone you can trust to do it right at a great price, call Underwood Construction at 715-573-5754.
Hey, we're back here in Marathon, and you're on Zaleski Sports. We're watching Marathon and Rib Lake battle here in the diamond. Rib Lake is ahead 3-2 on bottom of 4. Evan DeBrew, the third baseman, leading off for the Red Raiders. Takes an inside strike. Evan DeBrew flew out to right field in the second inning, leading off the fourth here. Evan, a very good defensive third baseman. Reaches down and ducks that one out to left field, and it drops in there. Little seeing eye single there. Bloops over to shortstop. Evan DeBrew starts off the first with a single.
Number 3, Blake Underwood.
The sixth hit. Seventh hit for the Red Raiders. Underwood doubled in the second. Rips one down the third base line. On 1 the count. Shy-Tower on the mound. Squares the bunt and ducks. Evan DeBrew staying on. No outs. Like to see that leadoff hitter on. Squares the bunt. Bunts down the third baseline, and it rolls foul. Trying to advance the runner. Small ball. Falls behind 1-2. Brewers have been really good this year on the small ball. And they've been, they started out 0-4, and everyone thought the season was over and the sky was falling, and they responded with 4-0. And that Murphy has a really, really good philosophy. Win today. We're not worried about the next game or the next series. Win today. What a great philosophy to have, and they brought into it. Underwood waits the pitch. Ooh, he had him froze on the curve. Little inside. evens it up at 2. So Underwood, an all-conference baseball player and a state champion wrestler. Finished second last year. This year, a state champ. Inside. Marathon has 2 state champs. Cale Quaintance, the catcher, also a state champ. Craig Underwood turned the program around, got a couple state champs, and they're coming back next year, too. Full count. Underwood pops it up. Looks like it's drifting fall and hopefully out of play. And it is out of play. Staying alive. Hey, the Copper Mug, Marathon's favorite place for holiday, festive, and local home decor is the Copper Mug. This local gem is filled with excellent gifts for friends and family and a great selection of woodwork, handmade items, and much more. Find them on Facebook or stop by the Copper Mug in Marathon. Thanks for your sponsorship, everyone. Full count. He walked him. Underwood being very patient.
Now batting for the Red
Evan
Raiders,
goes to second.
Number 17, Cody Radke.
Underwood on the base on balls. There we go. Brings up the leadoff hitter. Cody Radke has a single and flew out to right field. 1 for 2. Here in the 4th. No outs. A bluff by DeBrew at second. So no outs here in the 4th for the Raiders. Get those base paths moving here if you're a Raider fan. No one. Squares the bunt. Nice bunt down the first base line, and it rolls foul. Coach Warren playing the small ball game. Like that philosophy. It keeps everyone active instead of just sitting back and swinging. Puts pressure on the defense. Pressure on the pitcher. 1-1. Shytower still on the mound for Rib Lake. Pitched a nice game so far. Has given up 7 hits. But only 2 runs. That's hit down deep in the hole. Here comes Evan DeBrew with round in 3rd. He's going to score. Nice job. Evan DeBrew comes around and scores. Ties it up at 3. Blake Underwood moves to second, and Cody Radke with his second single of the game.
Now batting the pitcher, number 6, 2/3.
Cody with a single, 8th hit of the game, and ties it up at 3-3 here in the 4th. And we don't have an out yet. If you're a Rib Lake fan, you're kind of hoping, and if you're a Marathon fan, you're happy. Not holding a runner on. Truthers looks at a strike. Shytower maybe getting a little tired here in the 4th. I'm sure his pitch count has gotten up there. By having a guy on second, normally the shortstop would have got that last one, but he had to cover second, holding a runner on. That created a hole. Pitch out. Underwood back. Yeah, and sometimes by being aggressive like that, you pull that shortstop or the second baseman over to cover second, and it leaves a big hole. And that time, Cody found that hole between 3rd and shortstop. No outs. 1-1. 2/3 back up the middle. Over to 1. Not in time. 3rd hits into a fielder's choice. Radke's retired.
Raiders, the catcher, number 2, Cale Quaintance.
6-4 for the first out. Truthers gets on with a fielder's choice. Brings up Cale Quaintance. A single and a strikeout. 1 out. Thirds is 1 for 3 officially. Quaintance takes a called strike on the outside corner. Runners on 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Cale hits one down the 3rd base line. Over to 2nd for 1. And not in time. Underwood scores from 3rd. And Quaintance gets the RBI. Hits into a fielder's choice. And Truthers is retired. 6-4.
Courtesy
Go.
running at first base, number 5, Swain Stencil.
Swain Stencil, courtesy runner for the catcher. I always let the catcher get on. And Charlie Ehlert now coming to bat. A walk and a strikeout. Pulled down the third base line, foul. We got 2 outs here in the bottom of 4. Small balls come through for the Red Raiders. Couple CNI bloop singles. Hightower checks the runner at first. Way behind. 0-2. Outside. Good block by Cook, the catcher. Keeps his body in front of it. Glove down. Uses the padding in front of him. Outside. That's what we mean by framing it. Catcher held it there for a split second or two to kind of give the ump. Catches that ball with his glove and kind of moves it in just a little bit. See if he can buy a strike. Ehlert drills one down. A blooper right where the shortstop was and moves him over. Charlie Ehlert. 9th hit for
the Red Raiders,
Charlie
right
Ehlert.
11, Drew Wolfle.
These are the single. Charlie Ehlert at first. And that moves Swain, who was pinch running for Acquaintance, over to second. Drew Wolfle, 1 for 2. Lined out in the first in a single last inning. Runners at first and second, 2 out. Up to second base. Hits into the fielder's choice. And they're retired. But hey, after 4 innings of play, Rib Lake was ahead, but now the Red Raiders have taken a 4-3 lead. We'll be back after these announcements.
To left on base. The score after 4 complete is Rib Lake 3, Marathon 4.
From carpeting options to vinyl plank, Marathon Flooring is a family-owned business focused on local service and values. They specialize in both home and commercial flooring, treating every project as its own unique style. Transform your home from the ground up with Marathon Flooring.
Come see handcrafted gifts at the Copper Mug in Marathon. Find seasonal themed decorations, clothing, and gift options in our new lower level boutique. When you shop the Copper Mug, your business supports local artists, crafters, and families in our community.
Weeks Pub and Grill, located in Rib Falls. Open 7 days a week. Now serving breakfast on Sunday mornings from 8 to 11:30 a.m. A proud supporter of all Edgar athletic teams. Follow us on Facebook for our specials and upcoming events. Thank you to the Edgar community for your continued support.
Hey, we're back here in Marathon and you're watching Zaleski Sports, where the Marathon Red Raiders have taken a 4-3 lead after 4 innings on the Rib Lake Redmen. What a great game. A lot of action, a lot of good ball playing. And leading off for Rib Lake Redmen, we have the right fielder, Ryler Leonard. 0 for 1 officially. Rounded out to the first baseman, Krauser, in the second inning. 4 hits for the Redmen, 8 hits for the Red Raiders. Number 9 hitter, I'm sure Thursday's going right after him. Acquaintance with a signal. Grounded up to short. Arneward scoops, grabs, throws in time. In the 5th, 6-3 for the first out. Hey, we'd like to thank Bridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Bridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. For roofing projects, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with a trusted, affordable service. Again, thanks for all those sponsors. Back to the top of the order, Slade Hightower, the shortstop. A walk and a fly out to right. 1 for 2. Takes a strike. Hightower scored a run in the first inning after a walk. Tried the curveball, a little high. There's really found his groove. He had one little mistake there in the third inning when Heiser took him deep for a 2-run shot. Struggled a little bit in the first, but back in the groove. Backs him off. Top of 5 here at Marathon. Behind, fouled it out of play behind the first base dugout. What a nice night. Finally, we're getting rewarded for putting up with some really cruddy weather the last couple of weeks. Looks like a really good weekend. Get out and enjoy it. When you hear of 60s in April, you got to smile. Came right after him, a little high. Tried to bring the heat. Count goes full. Coach Schilling giving the signals to Quaintance. Relays them to thirds. Got him on the outside corner. Nice pitch.
Now batting for the Redmen, the catcher, number 18, Ethan
2 outs.
Cook.
Ethan Cook, the catcher, 0 for 2. Got on with an error on the shortstop the first inning and grounded out to the shortstop in the third. 0 for 2. Third's coming with high heat. Missed. Two outs. There's that outside strike that's been, the home plate umpire's been giving them all game. Both pitchers have been getting that outside strike. Very consistent. 1-1. High and inside, backs him off. Sometimes you throw that high inside pitch because the batter likes to get a little comfortable there. You back him off the plate a little bit, and then you come in with an outside pitch. A little low. In the good old days, that was called chin music. You back him off. 3-1. Third has got to come with a strike. Ethan Cook, the catcher, 0 for 2. Rounded to short. Underwood with high bounce. Catches. Throws. Krauser off the bag and pulls it in and tags him. So nice job. The catch, the throw, Krauser tags him. Hey, and that's the third out for the Redmen. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
For the Red Raiders, no run.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Hey, we're back here in Marathon on Zaleski Sports, where Rib Blake and the Red Raiders from Marathon are battling. We're at the bottom of 5, 4-3 Marathon. There's been a pitching change for Rib Blake. We can say Hightower for Hightower. And basically what happened, the shortstop and the pitchers, the brothers, the relation has switched spots. So we now have Talon Hightower as the shortstop and Slade Hightower as the pitcher, taking his warm-up pitches. The throw goes down to second. Hey, and leading off here in the bottom
Number 15,
of the
Slade
fifth
Scheitauer.
is Grant Solber leading
Taking
off.
the bottom of the fifth inning for the Red
Grant
Raiders,
Solber
left fielder number 15,
is
Grant
1 for
Solber.
2. A single and scored in the second. And a strikeout victim in the third. Whoa. That was a little more outside than what they've been calling. But Yum still calls it a strike. A little bit behind. Solber ducks, even the count at 1. Unofficially, 8 hits for the Red Raiders, 4 hits for the Redmen. Solber falls one off. Just keep battling. Next pitch. Put the bat on the ball. Nice block by Cook, the catcher. Keeps it in front of him. 2-2. Maybe they think Weeks' Barn Grill. Weeks' Barn Grill offers a full menu of lunch and dinner options with burgers, appetizers, and Friday fish fries. Make your plans and lunch and dinner at Weeks' Barn Grill on S between Marathon and Edgar. And Solber knocks it down the third baseline. Is he going to beat it? Got it. Nice job. Little indecision there by Scheitauer coming off the mound. The first baseman there, Heiser, had to scoop it, and there was a little indecision. And Solber's hustling down the first base line. Gets an infield single for his second hit of the game. So Krauser, 2 strikeout victims. Solber back. Keeps his hand on the bag. Leadoff hitter on again for Marathon. Krauser, 2 strikeout victims, 0 for 2. Squares the bunt. Bunt's a nice one in front of the plate. Solber advances to second, and the sacrifice complete. Nice job by Owen Krauser.
Now batting third baseman number 4.
Gets a sacrifice. 1 out. Nice thing about a sacrifice, you're giving yourself up. DeBrew with a single and a fly out to right field. 1 for 2. DeBrew scored. Singled and scored there. Backs it up the middle. And make it sure. Solber had to make sure it gets through. Comes around and the second hit. Hold up a little bit. He didn't know where it was hit. But DeBrew with a second hit.
Number 3, Blake Underwood.
Solber moved to third. DeBrew with his second single of the game. 11 hits. At first and third, 1 out. DeBrew taking off the padding. Underwood's kind of broken out of it a little bit here. He had a double in the first, a walk, a double and scored in the second, and a walk and scored in the fourth. Takes a strike. Sometimes just moving yourself down in the order. He was batting second for a while. Just moving him down in the order kind of takes a little bit pressure off you, gives him a little bit more confidence. He's a first team all-conference hitter last year. Just a matter of time. 1's on the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at the corners for Underwood. High. Slade Scheitauer on the mound for Talon. On the first base line, steps and throws, and we get the run in. Nice job by Underwood. He brings in Solber from third.
Now batting for the Red Raiders, center fielder number 7.
DeBrew moves over to second. And the fielder's choice for the second out, but he gets an RBI on that one. Brings up Cody Radke. 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles. Evan DeBrew singled, moved him over to second. Can be happy for Blake putting the bat on the ball, making things happen, moving runners over. Does it well for his confidence. Radke at the plate. And manufacturing runs. 5-3 Marathon. Takes that outside corner strike. Very consistent. 3-1. Ooh. Cody thought it was a ball. And unfortunately, Cody's thinking was wrong on that one because the ump thought it was a strike and the ump wins. Full count. 2 outs. Bottom of 5. Staying alive. Check swing. Out of play in the first base side. Evan retreats back to second. On deck, true thirds. Outside walked Cody Radke. And Coach Iverson trots out to the mound. And we'll thank Shearer Construction. One office right here in Wausau. Shearer Construction offers commercial and custom home construction expertise throughout Wisconsin. For your next construction project, look no further than Shearer Construction. Check out their beautiful work at ShearerConstruction.com. And if you're hungry, let's think of Marathon Cheese. Marathon Cheese is made up of a family of employees founded in the heart of Wisconsin, local dairyland. It's the people who work at Marathon Cheese who bring such passion and commitment to make Marathon Cheese so special. For your next career move, looking for a job, consider joining the Marathon Cheese family and apply at MarathonCheese.com. Coach Iverson out talking to the guys and making sure everyone knows where to go. Ball's hit here. We're looking to runner back. We don't want to give up another extra run. Make sure we know what we're doing here. True thirds. Second team all-conference last year for Marathon. As a catcher, a left-hander.
Now batting for the Red Raiders, the pitcher, number 6, true thirds.
So we got Radke at first and DeBrew at second. 2 down. Checks the runners. No one holding DeBrew on at second. Inside. No one holding DeBrew on at second. He can probably get a lead right in front of the shortstop. As long as the second base, because he had a left-hander up, he's playing way over. DeBrew could go as far as the shortstop and not have to worry about anything. Gets a secondary lead. 2-0. They're not even holding DeBrew on. Any little base hit will probably score DeBrew. He'll get a good secondary lead. A little low, 3-0. I'm sure Thurs has got the red light. Don't swing, make him throw a strike. Inside corner. 3-1. Acquaintance on deck, the catcher. Inside and low, he walks him. Thurs gets a base on ball, goes to first.
Now batting the catcher, number 2, Cale Acquaintance.
Cale with a single, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Marathon extended their lead. With an RBI by Underwood. Outside, ball gets past. Here comes DeBrew, full speed. He beats the throw. He's safe. DeBrew comes in. Very aggressive base running by DeBrew. On that one, the coach told him, you think you can make it? You better make it. And Scheitower had a little slow jump off the mound, and DeBrew was able to beat him. Extends the lead to 6-3. Runners move up. Radke moves to third, and Thurs moves to second. Way to put pressure on him. Good jump by DeBrew that time. Read it perfect. Kale goes up the middle, rounds out to the pitcher, but nonetheless, they do push across 1-1. So Quaintons goes 1-3 for the third out, and we'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Score after 5 complete is River Lake 3, Marathon 6.
Looking for a new or different career path right here in Marathon? Look no further than AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in the Marathon Business District. Hiring for fabrication and more, this local company offers competitive pay and plenty of flexibility. AH Machine is locally owned and operated and is a proud supporter of the city of Marathon. Good luck to the Marathon High School athletes this season from AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in Marathon.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Hey, we're back here in Marathon. Kind of led here, and Chuck Wolfel on the play-by-play, and Trevor on the brains of the outfit here, running all the controls. Thanks a lot, does a great job here. Marathon has stretched the lead to 6-5 on a pass ball. Evan DeBrew scored from third on the pass ball to stretch the lead to 6-3. True Thurs still on the mound for Marathon, taking his warm-up pitches. And speaking of warm-up, hey, Underwood Construction. For a custom-built home, you want to work with the best, and Underwood Construction right here in Marathon is the perfect place to turn. For your next home building experience, look to Underwood Construction. Thurs completes his warm-up throws.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the
And
shortstop, number 10, Talon Scheitower.
Talon Scheitower started out on the mound, moved to shortstop. Had a fielder's choice. A hit by pitch, but scored on Brady Heiser's 2-run shot in the third. Here in the top of 6. That outside strike. Jumps ahead of the hitter. Two strikes. Again, this is considered a non-conference game in the Marywood. It's a Marywood North versus a Marywood South. In basketball, it would be considered a conference game. In baseball, it's not. And down goes Scheitower with a strikeout by Thurs.
Now batting first baseman, number 3, Brady Heiser.
Heiser, 2 for 2. A single in the first. And a 2-run shot in the third. 2 for 2 for the big first baseman. Foul ball on the first base line. Thurs has really found that groove after that first inning. I'm sure he's nearing that 100-pitch limit. Wants a different ball. Didn't like that one. Dirty, scarred. Thurs, again, ahead of the hitter. 0-1. Little outside. Brewers playing Arizona, facing their old pitcher Corbin Burns. Moved to Arizona from Baltimore this year. Should be a good matchup for the Brew Crew. Ball off the plate. Marathon with only one senior on the team, Cody Ratke. The rest are sophomores and juniors. Got a good core this year. Next year should even be a better core. Everyone comes back but one. So future looks bright for Marathon baseball. A lot of returners. There's that outside strike. He gets Heiser looking on that one. Second strikeout of the inning.
Number 4, Brevin Brommer.
Brevin Brommer batting for Nemi, the third baseman, flew out to right field, and a strikeout victim in the third, 0 for 2. Third is dealing it. Probably be his last inning here in the sixth. The little down low. Hey, time for McDonald's. Filet-O-Fish are just 2 for $3 during Lent. Stop in at your nearest McDonald's restaurant. 2 outs. Top of 6. Thurs can just get through the inning. I'm sure they'll have a reliever coming in for the 7th. There's a strike. And he's facing the meat of the order, too, for Rib Blake. 3rd, 4th, and 5th hitter. He's retired the first 2 on strikeouts. Little outside. Kale's doing a nice job behind the plate, too, for a Marathon. Both catchers are keeping the ball in front of him. That one pass ball, though, did cost Rib Blake. Popped up. Out of play behind us. Winds died down looking at the flagpole in right center. There it is. Caught him looking again. So Brommer goes down on strikes. There are strikes out the side here in the 6th, and we'll be back after Rib Lake has struck out. The side has struck out on Rib Lake by 2/3, and we'll be back 6-3 Marathon after 6.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating. But with Access Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Hey, we're back here in Marathon on Zaleski Sports, where Marathon is now ahead 6-3 in the bottom of 6. Charlie Ehlert leading off here. Charlie, a strikeout victim, a base on balls, and a single. 1 for 3 for Charlie Ehlert, the DH batting for Shuda. Hightower on the mound. Strike. Hey, thanks for Access Insurance for all your personal business, auto, and life insurance needs. There's always a local agent. Learn more at accessinsurance.net. The business revolves around you. Access Insurance. Charlie hits to the shortstop. Fields, throws, and got Charlie. Charlie goes down.
Now batting right field.
6-3 for the first out. Drew Wuffle. 1 for 3. Fly out, a single, and a fielder's choice. The right fielder. Slade Hightower, the pitcher. Curveball gets Drew. Kind of waved and missed at that one. Jumps out, 0-1. Down low. Hey, Infinity Exteriors, installing a peace of mind. Roofing, siding, windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality at Infinity Exteriors. Again, thanks for the sponsorship. 1-1 to Wuffle, the right fielder. Grounded up the middle. The shortstop charges. Fields, throws, And down goes Wolfle. 6-3 for the second out.
Left fielder number 15.
Hey, Marathon City Sports Center will always find good food, cold drinks, bowling leagues, and a great place for your next party or get-together. For the best in Marathon dinner or get-together, come to Marathon Sports on 107 South in Marathon. Probably another pitching change. And we also like to thank Marathon Flooring. Bring your home to the next level with a new floor, carpet, or upgrade from Marathon Flooring. Marathon Flooring, transforming your home from the ground up. Hey, and stay tuned. After the game, we'll bring you the post-game sponsor, Merrill Steel, where we'll interview one of the players of the game. Nominated and decided by us. We can't disclose who us is, though. Now, number 5 for Tainimi, the third baseman, had now moved to the pitcher's mound. He's going to be facing Grant Salber. There's 2 out here in the bottom of 6. Grant Salber is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a strikeout. Nice day for Grant. If needed, Blake Underwood warming up in the bullpen.
Down the mound doing the pitching for the Redmen, number 5. Ty.
So we got 2 out. Here in the bottom of 6. Salber up the bat. Nemi throws behind Salber. Ducks and gets out of the way. I don't know if you can even call that a brushback pitch when it goes behind him. Maybe that's a duck pitch, huh? A little high. Salber takes the ball. Salber hits in the hole. Shortstop comes, gloves, throws. In time. Nice job by Shitar to shortstop. Went deep in the hole to retire. Grant Salber, 6-3 for the third out. Hey, we'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports for the top of the 7th.
6 completes. Rib Lake 3, Marathon 6.
Marathon's favorite bowling alley and family fun center is Marathon Sports Center on Highway 107 in Marathon. Birthday parties, nights out with the family, night leagues, dinner with the family, and so much more is all under one roof at Marathon Sports Center. Open for lunch and dinner on Wednesday through Sunday with a menu that includes burgers, pizza, nachos, Friday fish fry, and so much more. You'll love the fun, energetic atmosphere with plenty of TVs to watch the big game and plenty of space for your next celebration or event at Marathon Sports Center on Highway 107 in Marathon.
Hey, we're back here in Marathon for the top of the 7th inning, and True Thurs has returned on the mound. I thought his pitch count was up there. 100 pitches is his limit. Don't know where he is. It's a throw down from Quaintance to second.
Leading off the top
And leading off for the Redmen of Rib Lake.
17, Tyler Matika.
Second baseman, Tyler Matika. 0 for 2 officially. Grounded out to the short and flew out to right field. Right now, 4 hits for Rib Lake, 11 for Marathon. Marathon leads 6-3. See if Thurs can finish it out. A little bit inside. See if he comes back with a low and outside pitch. Get him looking one way and come back the other way. Outside high. Two 2-0. Matika ahead in the count. Ball's out. Hits the fence. Ball hit the fence and no one knows where the ball went. One and two. Sorry, 2-1, my fault. Oh, there's that outside strike. Now it evens it up at 2s. No outs. Matika 0 for 2 on the night. Afternoon. Fouled off. A little late on that one. Still stays 2. The ump checks the ball for any cuts. Throws it out. A lot of baseballs get used every year. They become batting practice balls. Down the first base line, Krauser giving chase. And he caught it against the fence. Nice job by Krauser. The first baseman chases it down, runs up against the fence, and puts a glove on it. Nice job by Krauser, the sophomore. First out. Blake Henderson. A single. And grounded out to the pitcher. 0 for 2. Right down the middle. Kind of shows you how efficient Thurs has been on the mound. When you reach the 7, 8, 9 hitter, and they've only been up twice through 7 innings, very efficient for Thurs. Where your 7, 8, 9 hitters for Marathon have 3 or 4 at-bats already. Thurs after that, swing and a miss. Ahead in the count, 0-2. Hey, stay tuned for the post-game show, sponsored by Merrill Steels. We'll be interviewing the player of the game. After the coaches get done talking to him, we'll pick one out. Taking the signal. Schilling kind of said, I want this thrown. Let's see if Thurs can throw the one he wants. That's the one he wanted, and he got it. Gets him looking. Blake Henderson goes down on a strikeout for the second one. Thurs is really owning the outside part of that plate tonight. Just doing a phenomenal job with his control. A nice job by Kale with the catching. Cook, the center fielder, is 0 for 2. A strikeout and a ground out to the first baseman. A little bit high. I'd imagine Thurs is getting close to that 100 pitch limit. Comes inside. Tuno. On Cook, the center fielder. 3-0. Sure, Drew will come with a fastball. 3-0 count. Walks him. So Cook gets on with a base on ball.
Now batting for the Redmen.
Number 9 hitter, Ryler Leonard.
Riley Leonard.
0 for 2. Rounded out to the first baseman and the shortstop. 0 for 2. Leonard, all conference last year in the Marywood North, as well as Heiser and Talon Scheitower. Inside and low. They didn't have Blake Underwood warming up before in the bullpen. Yep. Coach Warren says, don't worry about the runner. You don't have to worry about him. The batter, he's number 9. You don't want the number 9 hitter to get on at the end of the game here. Inside. Thurs might be overthrowing a little bit, wanting to end it now. 2-0. 6 straight balls by Thurs. You know they're up there looking for. There it is. Going right after him. 2-1. Runner goes. Swing. Rolls it over to the second baseman. Shooter gets a throw. He beat it out. Runner goes to third. So he beats out an infield single.
Number 15, Slade Scheitower.
At the signal, and quick moves to third in that one. Kind of slow getting over to that one. Didn't react really quick, and then Ian doesn't have that good quick release, a good snap throw. And runners on the corners now. 6-3. Coach Schilling goes out there, makes sure all the guys know what's going on. We got 2 down and a leadoff hitter, Slade Scheitower. A walk, a strikeout, and he flew out to right field. 1 for 2 officially, and a run scored in the first. So the top of the order coming up now. For Rib Lake, they got a little rally going here. 2 down. Here in the top of 7. Started out the inning really well for Marathon. First 2 batters are out, and then a walk and an infield signal. And here's a pitching change here. They bring Blake Underwood in from shortstop. True Thurs moves to the shortstop. Blake Underwood coming in. Trues might be a little tired. And you know what, Blake Underwood, you're going to see breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball. Which is a good change up from Thurs. And at first baseman, it looks like Owen Krauser still there. I think there's only that one change. There's the short, and Underwood from short to pitcher. So they got a rally going here. 6-3, top of 7. Good baseball game. 2 good rivals here, Rib Lake and Marathon. Good rivals. They both believe in playing good baseball. Been very successful. Rib Lake's been to state in baseball as Marathon numerous times. Blake going through his warm-ups. Now coming up, like I said, Slade Scheitower, the pitcher, started out at shortstop.
Now pitching for the Red
I'm
Raiders,
sure Blake,
number 3, Blake Underwood. And batting for
first
the
team
Red
All-Conference
Raiders,
last year and a state
Slade
championship
Scheitower.
wrestler. Took first this year. Kale giving the signals where they want to go with the ball, making sure everyone knows. You don't want to worry about the runner at third. He doesn't hurt you. There goes Kale down in the cut. Curveball. There we go. You're going to see a lot of that. Jumps out, 0-1. A little bit different pitcher than True. Good change of pace. Foul ball. Back to the backstop. 0-2. Be nice for Marathon if Blake comes in and throws 3 pitches and gets out of it. Checks the runner at first. Guy at third, doesn't matter. There's that curveball in the outside corner. He got him. Had him looking. 3 straight pitches. 3 straight. And called out on the third strike. So Marathon comes from behind and gets a lead here and maintains the lead. And Marathon knocks off Rib Lake Ribman 6-3 in a non-conference matchup between Marathon and Rib Lake. Rib Lake ended up with 5 hits and Marathon with 11, and more importantly, a 6-3 victory for the Red Raiders. We'll have a post-game show here for a couple minutes, and we'll go interview the player of the game to see what he has to say, and we'll be back after these short announcements.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping.
Hey, Chuck Wolfel back here in Marathon, where tonight in a non-conference game between Marathon Red Raiders and the Rib Lake Redmen, the Rib Lake Redmen go down to defeat. Marathon, led by True Thirds on the mound, prevails 6-3. True, I got a couple questions. You started out the game kind of struggling. You had a high pitch count. What was the difference as the game went on between the way you started and the way you finished?
I always like going up to bat first and getting into the game, and then once you get into it, it's just about competing and doing your best. And so once you feel comfortable and relaxed, it's a lot easier to throw strikes.
Yeah, we noticed that the last game when you were down in Adams Friendship, you really struggled the first inning. You had like 40-some pitches, and it kind of the same thing again. Does it take you a little while to get into the groove sometimes or not?
Oh, for sure. Like I say, I like going up there and at bat and getting to compete right away and then stepping on the mound and feeling like I'm already in the game. So it was a lot of fun once I got into it, but there for a little bit I was questioning it.
Then you really had a groove there. I think that one inning you had 3 straight strikeouts. You started out with a couple things, and all of a sudden that last inning, did you try to overthrow a little bit? You know, you had the 7, 8, 9 hitters. You go, I'm going to come after them, and you had a streak of about 6 straight balls there. What kind of happened at the end there? Were you getting tired?
Oh, yeah. I had known my velocity was going up as I got into the game, and then once I had 2 outs, I was like, I really wanted to finish it off with a bang, and so I reached back a little bit too far and did end up throwing a strike. But, you know, I thought I had it there at the end. Didn't turn out to be, but I'm glad Blake came in and got the win for me.
Yeah, I think one key, too, is that just watching you out there is that I think I had unofficially, they only had 4 or 5 hits. So you're really, really efficient. We had, I think, 11 or 12 hits. So by keeping them off the base paths after that first inning, and you gave up that one dinger, did you kind of get whiplash on that one?
Oh, yeah. He gave up again. I was like, I got to strike him out now. So luckily I did, and now it's history, so you can't be mad about it.
Yeah, and I think one thing for you guys, too, you got the bats going. I think I had you down for 11 hits. You scored the runs, small ball, pass balls. It's good to see you guys starting to hit the ball a little bit and getting runners in.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot of fun. We came in struggling a little bit, so it's nice to put up, 6 runs. It feels good when it's going good, so let's just keep riding it.
All right. Hey, and we're here on Zaleski Sports. I think you know what to say. Yeah. Hey, True, what do you got to say to all the fans?
I'm True Thurs, and I'm in the house.
House, there you are. So this is Chuck Wolf here at Marathon. We'll be back after this, and thanks for all the sponsors here in Marathon, where Marathon prevails 6-3. Thank you and good night.